Good evening, viewers, subscribers, and those of you who are just now stopping by the channel, and welcome to another Fireside Chat, episode number 5. So we're really trucking along. So, in celebration, I just wanted to go ahead and say that I appreciate those of you who do actually continue to watch my content. We're going to keep doing this week by week. I'm not one of those people where I'm going to be too worried about getting a lot of subscribers or anything like that. I just actually really enjoy doing these fireside chats. It gives me an opportunity to get to talk to people, to get to express my views on certain topics, and really, I guess the big thing is getting your views out there in a positive way, expressing views about complex political issues and things like that a lot of times people tend to keep to themselves. And that's not for lack of there being a sort of environment that dissuades people from doing that sort of thing, but I digress. So I just wanted to go ahead and go over a couple of the hot topics going on right now. Shouldn't be too long of an episode, but I do know that there's a couple of major topics going on. Of course, we had the cruise missile strike in Syria, and then we also had, of course, another terror attack in Sweden, which was a lorry, a truck, crashing into a bunch of civilians, which seems to be a reoccurring tactic. I'd imagine likely because it's a lot harder to figure out when something like that would actually occur. And I just wanted to briefly give my views on the subjects. Obviously, with the terror attack, that's something that I can't think of anybody aside from the terrorist organizations themselves that actually condone that terror attack. But my heart goes out to those in Sweden, those who are suffering from that event. I know I had a couple of friends who were in Sweden. Luckily, they ended up being okay, but that can't be said for everybody. So my heart goes out to Sweden, and I hope they are able to handle that problem, because something Sweden's been dealing with lately is a major issue with, we hear all these positive stories of what's going on, how Sweden really works as a country, but really, and especially if you look at Tim Pool's documentary series he did while he was over in Sweden, you really see that they're suffering from a lot of the same problems that you see in a lot of Europe. But here's the thing: is their culture tends to frown upon people being really open about those sorts of things. They tend to be a very insular society that tends to keep to themselves, which is causing a lot of these problems when you get these extremists that come in and do these terror attacks. Not only that, but you have the fact that Sweden had a major influx of the refugees, that while some were there for legitimate reasons, many were there purely for their own gain as far as financial benefits and whatnot like that. And those also tend to be societies that don't assimilate into the local culture. And so that also brings in a question of how much do we expect them to assimilate and become part of the local culture. Obviously, you don't expect to erase their old culture entirely, but that is a question that we could bring up concerning Sweden. But again, my heart goes out to the terror victims the victims of the Swedish terror attack. And then we had cigars tend to go out pretty quickly if you keep talking like I do. But I think it's fairly impossible for anybody to not know about the missile attacks in Syria, destroying many of the Syrian aircraft, and a few people, from what I last read, it was 6, though if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments down below. 6 people, but mostly equipment and aircraft in Syria from that Donald Trump authorized, President Donald Trump authorized, to go ahead and take out these aircraft that were suspected of being part of the nerve gassings that happened in Syria. Now, I've seen a lot of people on both sides either really praising this this attack, or really condemning it as potentially starting World War III. Now, I understand the issues with that attack, and being a first strike, essentially the big issue was possibly angering Russia. Now, from what I was reading today on The Economist, Russia was actually notified of this attack, though they were not given, they were not privy to the coordination of said attack. They were just told, hey, it's happening, it's on you to move your guys out of there if you have any guys in there. So at least we went that far. So would this singular attack provoke World War III? Clearly not. It's definitely not going to help tensions in the area. But it's one of those situations that I'm very, very split on, and I've explained to a couple of my close friend groups, is I don't know how I feel necessarily about that first strike. Because while yes, I agree that we should try to attack those who were complicit in the nerve gassings, it just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me personally. And if you've heard Rand Paul's view on that, or his statement on that, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me for Assad to gas his own people like that. Now, this is not in any way a praise of Assad's regime or anything like that, or his character, but it just doesn't seem like he had anything to gain by doing that, from what I've read so far. Now, obviously, as more information comes out, I might give further statements on that. But just for now, just know that I'm a little torn on whether or not I would support or not that strike. My big thing being, we need more information, and I feel like that's always going to be important when these sorts of events occur. Is more information, more information. I've never been a big fan of the way that the last or how we've been handling Syria lately. So I'm really. I don't know if I can say that I'm interested, but I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out for how this whole situation is going to play out in the future. So really, folks, those are the two major events that I wanted to discuss today. There hasn't been a whole lot else happening this week that I'm aware of. Just doing the research and looking into all those things. Just for the future of the channel, just a short little channel update since this is such a short video. I'm going to keep up the Fireside Chats, my goal again, every Sunday. I want to try to switch them to Saturdays, but that's all privy on my schedule, my work schedule. Usually, for now, it's significantly easier for me to film on Saturdays, so that's why I film on Saturdays, and then release Sunday morning or Sunday evening. I'm trying to shoot for more mornings, just because I know that tends to be when people watch more YouTube. Though I do understand that my Fireside Chats tends to be more of an evening event, and that I don't have a lot on screen. So something that I definitely am going to be working on in the future, once I get more used to video editing, is having more pictures on the screen, being able to bring up slides and stuff like that alongside me talking, so that way we can go ahead and provide you some more of that information on the screen. That's just me getting more familiar with video editing software and whatnot like that. Now, also in the future, I am looking at getting some improved microphones. I know we've gone to great pains, myself and my guests, to go ahead and make the sound quality as nice as possible, since I know a lot of you just listen instead of actually watching, which is personally what I would do, due to the lack of visual input. That's something that I'm definitely working to improve, is that sound quality. I don't like listening to videos that have garbage sound, and I can't imagine any of you would either, so I'm going to keep working on that, as well as hopefully finding some more classical music tracks to throw in the background that sort of fit the theme of the Fireside Chat. The end goal being of the Fireside Chats, in case you all didn't know, is to help you understand not only what I'm thinking about things, but to kind of give a realization that at the end of the day, everything is going to be okay. Just like Franklin Roosevelt did with his Fireside Chats, where he really sought to connect with the hearts and minds of his listeners and the people, and kind of let them know, hey, this is what's going on, this is how we're implementing things and whatnot like that. In this sense, I'm telling you what's going on, and then giving my brief opinion on that. And I would hope you all care to listen, seeing as how you are listening right now, you've gotten this far. And it really does help. Every subscription, every view. Obviously, I don't monetize or anything right now. I'm much too small, obviously. but I do really enjoy the viewer participation, the questions I get, and I do plan on doing, probably for the 10th episode of the Fireside Chats, where we're just going to do a viewer-only special where you just ask me questions, and I'll just keep rattling them off, giving you all the answers to all your questions. Now, one of these days I also plan on going through my bookshelf, giving you guys some book recommendations to go ahead and pound some more of that knowledge into your brain, because there's nothing more important to me than learning new things and gaining more knowledge. So hopefully you guys keep your ears and your eyes out for that one, and that way you can enjoy it with me. So just for those of you who were asking, as far as my whiskey and cigar preferences, so this cigar is a General Grant cigar. Got a box from cigars.com for a very affordable price. They're hand rolled, and they're actually I'm really liking them so far. I mean, they're not necessarily what I would consider the best cigar that I've ever had, but they definitely are very smooth and very tasty. As for the whiskey that I'm currently having, what I'm having is a Buffalo Trace. It's up on the wall right there. Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It is so far being for the price that it is, about in the $30 range. You're looking at a whiskey that is almost buttery smooth, and that's something I really appreciate, because it helps me keep my composure when I'm talking to you all. And by that I mean, of course, it's a nice sipping whiskey, something that you really just sit to enjoy by the fire. So for those of you who are asking, that's what I smoke, and that's what I've been drinking lately. Obviously, as I switch it up, maybe I'll consider doing some sort of whiskey or cigar review once I feel that my palate has expanded enough that I feel competent in giving said review. So just for now, like I said, this is going to be a shorter video, but I appreciate y'all for watching and listening. If you'd like, feel free to subscribe with the button down below. Either like or dislike this video. If you dislike, please leave a comment letting me know why you dislike, so that way I can go ahead and improve my future content. And if you did like the video and you still feel like I should improve, again, feel free to let me know. Go ahead and spread the word. You can follow me at Prater Legion on Facebook.com, or you can follow me at Legion Orias on Minds and Legion Orias in general. So that's going to be my usual tag for most of my social media groups. I'm going to work to keep those updated. So again, that's Prater Legion on Facebook, Legion Orias on YouTube, and then you got King Legion on Minds. So again, thank you all for listening, and have a great night.